In Washington, D.C., lawmakers are continuing to debate President Trump's tariff policies.
And some are looking at the impact they'll have right here in Wisconsin. Our political reporter Will Keneally joined Congressman Mark Pocan as he toured a small business in Evansville.
And I was like, nobody's buying that. I could do something with that.
So Abby Barnes bought an old doctor's office in downtown Evansville and turned it into a storefront.
We're not a tourist town. For us, it's what's in the downtown that brings people here.
But to anchor a store downtown, Barnes says that comes with tight margins. Even for a business owner here in Evansville who sources a lot of her stock from Wisconsin, these tariffs still have an impact.
I have several Wisconsin-based companies that I use, but I have nothing that's stateside for seasonal items. And seasonal items is at least 40% of my total income for the year.
The 15% tariff, she says, has to be passed on to her customers.
I absorb other costs with just, my physical location and then also shipping in freight charges. So, a tariff will just push us over the edge.
We've heard some people who do very, large medical, scientific things that are being affected to local retailers in places like Evansville.
Congressman Mark Pocan was frustrated that Congress has been left out of that tariff process and says there's not a clear message coming from the Trump administration.
And, it's of concern because they're thrown out there indiscriminately, they're off again, on again, and the chaotic nature seems to be what's the most problematic for people.
Reporting in Evansville, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.